become a millionaire online if you just go down that rabbit hole. Let me ask you a question. Have you ever been scrolling on social media, on TikTok, on YouTube, and then all of a sudden a video piques your interest? For me, it's something like, ancient Egyptian, how the pyramids were built. And then all of a sudden 2 or 3 hours are gone and you've watched loads of different videos, you've consumed content, and now you understand more about how, or have more questions of how the ancient Egyptians, or whatever it is that you were consuming, has happened. Because it's definitely happened to me. However, you can use that to your advantage to make a ton of money online. And that's what happened to me. How does this all work? See, the concept of going down the rabbit hole is simple. You see something that piques your interest and you go down the rabbit hole and explore more. But there's a good way and bad way to do things. So the first way is if you actually consume content which is just pure brain rot and doesn't advance you in any sort of direction or doesn't increase your knowledge base at all, then obviously it's just a massive waste of time. The example for me would be ancient Egyptian. That would just be a waste of time. However, if you consume content which is ultimately of positive information that would expand your knowledge base, for example, business content, or you come on stumble across a new business model or something along those lines, and you go down that rabbit hole, it can completely change your life. For me personally, when I first got started with e-commerce, I discovered dropshipping through a forum. A forum. Like that sounds like an ancient concept nowadays, forums. But when I discovered dropshipping, it was through a forum called Black Hat World. Now, back then, dropshipping information wasn't widely circulating online. Nowadays, you can go on, any YouTube channel, type in dropshipping, and you'll see like 10 different gurus talking about e-commerce, and you'll probably find my channel on there as well. But you will find tons of different information on there. Back then it was like Facebook groups, and I had to join all of these different Facebook groups in order to learn the information, because that's where the kind of like what people will call alpha nowadays is. And it just led me to going down the rabbit hole, okay? And this is what you should do. If you find something or you come across something that is of interest to you, go down the rabbit hole. Ask more questions, become curious, because that led me to making over $10 million online with my e-commerce businesses by just simply going down that rabbit hole. And again, I'll give you another example, and this could probably relate to a lot of people out there. I knew nothing about crypto at all. Like a few years ago, I didn't understand crypto. I didn't understand proof of work. I didn't understand how the blockchain operates. I didn't understand proof of stake. Like none of that's like staking, like DeFi, none of it. I didn't understand none of it at all. However, one YouTube video led to another YouTube video. One video led to another playlist. Another playlist led to me, Wikipedia or something and Googling something to find out what it actually meant, and yada, yada, yada. And now all of a sudden I understand crypto. I can invest in it. I understand what I'm investing in. I understand if a new meme coin launches and it has some sort of utility, I understand how the utility works, or at least a fraction of it, And I urge everyone to watching this video, if you are trying to make some money online, become curious and go down a rabbit hole. Don't just consume junk, because again, that's just brain rot, and you can scroll and everyone's trying to fight for your attention in today's economy, especially online, especially on social media. But if you are able to put up a filter and only, even if it's a guru talking about whatever it may be, I made X amount of money in 2 minutes, doing whatever. If it piques your interest, to go down a rabbit hole, understand what the business model is, whatever he's talking about, and then go on YouTube and look for other YouTubers or whatever it may be. Because I'm telling you now, going down a rabbit hole can completely change your life, honestly. And just become curious. And that's the main aspect of this video. And if you are able to do that more in life, not only do you expand your knowledge base, okay, but it helps you become a better person. The more you learn, you may find out that there's a book. I'll give you another prime example that's helped me is copywriting. Being able to learn more about direct response copywriting. In my first dropshipping journey, I knew nothing about copywriting. It would just say, hey, cat lovers, buy this necklace. That was it, But nowadays, obviously, that wouldn't work in today's economy, how markets have sophisticated over time. And learning which books to read, Cashvertising, learning about great copywriters, Gary Halbert, Joe Sugarman, Eugene Schwartz, all of these copywriters I would never know if I didn't go down a rabbit hole. So yeah, my advice to you would be go down a rabbit hole, okay, more often, and try to do it to your best ability and pairing that with action, because watching and consuming content is one thing, but if you don't ultimately apply the information, then it's ultimately useless to you and useless to the world, because you may completely you may change it with the information that you've consumed. So that is it for this video. Hopefully you got some value. Very short, very sweet. And I am still wearing the clothes for the last few videos because I've just had tons of different ideas to put out to you guys. So hopefully you got some value. Take care, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.